Okay, we're back. I don't hear the word trial anymore. That's good. That's a good thing. The reason for it is basically we have the license to use a bunch of things. We have Sam Broadcaster. We have virtual audio cables. We paid for that as well, and a few other things. However, I don't have access to our file server today because of the fact that my PC's been wiped. So I don't have the password. I haven't memorized it, so I don't know what it is. I don't know the login details. So I can't log in to check to get all the software that we normally use. So I tried downloading just a version online. Turns out it was a trial version. I uninstalled it, seeing that it didn't have the capabilities I required. But it turns out the audio driver for virtual audio cables can't be uninstalled without restarting. So even though I'd uninstalled the software, the annoying thing that repeatedly said the word trial had gone and kept itself in. Sorry. So that's why it's being a pain in the ass, pretty much. So I got rid of that, and I'm just going to use Twitch's internal stuff, which is absolutely fine. It works great. And I'm now in the chat as well, so I can see you all in the chat again. I'm sorry about that. Okay. I believe we've lost all our viewers again. Oh, no, it's back. There we go. Three viewers again. Thank you. Okay, I finally stopped getting error 5000 and you left. Yeah, the reason is you stopped getting it is because I hit the restart button, so I stopped streaming at that point. My face may have stayed, but yeah, it stopped at that point. Okay, let me test my desktop audio once more. Make sure everything's good there. And if it is, we can continue on and do whatever it is we do with this show, whatever that stuff is. Okay, so I need to go into... Let's do Antoine Dufour. I like his stuff, and it's nice background music. Let's just pick up that stuff there. Play with Windows Media Player. Come on. It's so slow. Yes, recommended settings. You're a media player. How hard is it to use? Okay. You hear that, right? Gentle, soft, sweet guitar music. Yeah, lovely. Okay, that's Antoine Dufour from Candy Rat Records. Great people, great guitarist. Okay, I'm here, we're live, and we finally got this working, so everything's good. You're listening to ShowX on VTubRussians.com. Check us out all over the web. If you are listening in, you're probably watching on Twitch or YouTube. If anybody could just confirm to me in the chat that everything sounds good, that would be dandy. I have tweaked the settings so it should be the correct bitrate and audio rate and such. So it should be nice and dandy now. If it is, we're going to jump into a quick dysfunctional deviations. And I've got some emails that we held up from last week and one that we received this morning that I would like to read before I jump into just playing games all day. So let's do that. I like that Twitch has actually sent an email to me saying ShowX is now broadcasting live. Come join the chat and play along, which is nice. But I already am, in case you hadn't noticed, Twitch. I am actually the person streaming. All right. So our first email, and it is a week late, but we do apologize for that. This is from Pusa. It says, ESL 1 Cologne has ended at long last. The big clan first wiped the floors with G2 and then FaZe, while Navi gave Astralis boot in the moneymaker after having removed Fnatic from the scoreboard. I didn't understand anything she said there until Fnatic, and I realized it's League of Legends related. Finals were exciting, to say the least. Although she actually spelled exciting exiting, so that was a little confusing for me when I first read it. Finals were exiting, to say the least. Okay, let me kill this music now because it's starting to irritate me. Big has been playing a massively awesome streak of games, but Navi is just levels and levels better. And Big, despite being the best German team in history, was still turned into sauerkraut in a game that ended 3-1 to Na'V. Fully deserved, even if I'm still mad they beat Astralis. Oh no, it's Counter-Strike. Oh sorry, I just assumed Fnatic were just lol, because I don't actually follow esports otherwise at all. So the reason I say that is because she says this. On the non-Counter-Strike on the couch watching side of things, so that's Counter-Strike related, I'm in the middle of a massive project in connection with my LARPing. Very good. I'm always interested in the LARPing world. It's not something I'd want to take part in personally, but I just find it so fascinating. It's just really interesting. I'd love to hear the stories that come out of that kind of thing. The problem is I don't trust myself or other people's acting ability for it to feel vaguely legitimate. I would just feel silly. Show me any costume that is in. Oh, sorry. Snowball, my club's monster suit, a minotaur, is 6 years old. Show me any costume that is in tip-top shape after being beat up by kids with rubber weapons for 6 years. We've had a pro take a look at it, and she declared him dead. She could not save him within the budget set. So I've given it a go to bring Snowball home and try and stitch him up. Head and upper body is done, and I am working on the legs now. Lots of stitches, lots of sore fingers. That's good of you. That's going to save your club a lot of money, and it's going to improve your own personal skill set. So good for you. Listening in, someday I might rejoin the chat. So tell me, how do you join the chat? You forgot to add the details to the subreddit. Good to know. That's the first feedback I've heard about the subreddit, apart from a couple of things on the Reddit, I guess. Pooser recommends adding Twitch chat stuff to Reddit. Add to our own personal suggestions. Done. Lots of love, Pooser. / high executor of the first Waterbound. God, I've not heard that in a long time. The first Waterbound, guys. Okay, thank you for the email, Pooser. Much appreciated. And my trial bot is back. Are you kidding me? I don't hear it. I do not hear it. How do you hear that? I feel like there's like a ghost here or something. Yeah, the audio is going to me. Oh my god, the input is set to line 1. Maybe lines have uninstalled it. Oh crap. Okay, I know. I think I know how to do it. It's some chick saying trial. Thanks for the feedback. Okay, installed the virtual audio cable. Bugger, the other one's still there. Okay, I'm killing it. Yes, die. Retry. It's currently in use. It shouldn't be. Can you give me access to my own sound control, please? Come on, come on, come on. Windows 10, man. Windows 10. That's all I need to say. It's not even letting me open the sound window. Cancel, 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 cancel. Cancel, cancel, cancel. No, don't restart. My God. 6 windows in a row. Thank you. Thank you, VTW Gaming. Says I'm here for you. Oh. Trial. I don't hear it. Why don't I hear it? And why is sound not opening? Right click, open sound settings, and it's not there. It's not on any of my screens. It's not hiding behind any windows. You are going to make me go and delete registry files here in a minute, dude. Chick, lady, sir. Okay, well, I try and battle with this. Can you guys do me a kind favor and please send in any further emails that you can and or wish to showx@vtproductions.com. Also, keep me updated with the trial thing. Let me know if it's stopped at any point. I may have to restart, which would be quite annoying. But we'll see. Hopefully, I don't. Let me see if I can find the process. Ooh, there's a weird process in here. I want to kill it. I don't know what it does. She's still going. Okay. Cortana. I wonder if I can kill her. No, I'm not allowed to kill her. Oh, I am. Yeah, there we go. I could kill Cortana's dead as well. I bet they wouldn't call it anything related to I'm really hoping I can just find it and it's somewhere obvious, but I have a feeling that it's going to be somewhere not called what it should be called. I heard something. Hey, Kapchek. Ken broke everything. Pretty much. Is it still going? I've killed like 6 processes now. Kind of just randomly. Kind of hoping that it's going to just... I can do this without having to restart again. Oh my god, what terrible, terrible software. Virtual audio cable, the first chance I'm moving elsewhere. We're not paying your crappy fees anymore for this kind of The fact that you treat your trial people this way is terrible. If it's a trial, then you shouldn't say the word trial over the thing. Just give them one audio cable. That's fine. You know, oh my god. I may have done it. Okay. Let me know. I think it was the process that was dubbed registry when it didn't seem to be the registry because it wasn't Windows based. Does anybody hear a lady saying the word trial repeatedly? This does not count to anybody who is in the same room as Copy, who may be repeating it herself. Okay, she doesn't hear her anymore. Let me know if she's back. If she's back, I will nuke her. I will absolutely nuke her. I'd rather not take that approach until I have to, though. All right, now that she's hopefully dead, one more email to go. This is, you'll know who it's from. Greetings again, good sirs, or in this case, sir, of the show with the stuff in the place with the X. Agrius SW here again with an update to last week's email. As I previously stated, I was thinking of renting a server for Conan Exiles, and have my fiancé and friends thought it sounded fun, so I've now started a server that can hold 10 players. I'll provide the name and pass for any VT Dubs people who would like to join us, and if we need more room for players, I can increase the size later. Also, the server is running one mod to make life a bit better, link below, which is a mod which is LT's Compass minimap mod. It's on Steam. So I will make the call to all listeners out there, come and join us in the Exile lands after all it is the world and we must be versus it. Very good. If anyone still has not bought this game, it's still on sale in the Humble Monthly for the low price of $12, and a great steal of a game if I've ever seen one. That's all I have this time, sirs. Get back to the lands. Must get back to the lands and hope to not see that I have died of dehydration or being eaten by an alligator again. P.S. Shout out to Ambrosia Hartnett and Copperfield for joining me in the Exiled Lands. I don't know if you want me to say this all on air or not. Let's just leave it so that if you wish to receive the server name and password, you can. How about I put it in the chat for everybody listening live, right? Because I'm not streaming that. All right, there it is. And the mod required is this. That's the mod required, the link. And if you wish to join, you should. And if you are listening to us, the archive of this, either on YouTube or Twitch, and you wish to take part in this, you can probably best just to message Agrius SW on Steam. All right. I think it goes by Saint Uther. Okay. With that, thank you very much for the emails. Much appreciated. It makes me feel loved, and it's nice that after all these years, we still have loyal fans sending in emails and stuff, and joining in, listening live and such. It's nice. Even the old ones who come back, it gives us good feels. The good feels. Okay, time for League. So I'm going to be playing some League of Legends here, folks. I'm going to try anyway. I'm concerned that this computer might not be able to handle both League and streaming in HD. So if that's the case, we can maybe move on to something smaller. But in the meantime, we're going to give it a shot. I'm thinking playing ARAMs because that's less scary than anything else. Anybody's welcome to join us in League of Legends ARAMs. I will meander in the menu until past. If you wish to play an ARAM with me and be streamed on air, you may do so. Just message me on League of Legends. And I think everybody who's listening already has me on League of Legends. So that it should be easy enough. Just message me on League of Legends. If you do not have me on League of Legends, but you want to find me, my username is Orpheon, ORPHEUN. That's Orpheon, ORPHEUN. And so that should be easy peasy. Thank you for posting stuff in the Discord there as well. Copy says she doesn't have the game installed on that Lappy. Oh, well, that is silly of you, isn't it, Copster? It is silly of you. Now, I believe the issue with streaming League is I think that their client for launching League, if I stream that, it's kind of useless because then I'd have to reconfigure it to do the actual game. So I'm just going to hold on. In the meantime, you get to just watch my face. Also, the fact that I look disgusting today, I should probably mention this, and I was halfway through saying it before until trial. I had to walk to uni today, and it's about an hour and a half walk to get here from my house. And the reason for that is because my good friend Graham invited me out to have a glass of wine. The pretentious middle class people that we are. He actually had a beer. It was just me who was being pretentious. And we actually went for dinner as well because he actually had a job as a mystery shopper. So we went into a bar. He had a single one-day job of going in there and they had to take a photo of the drinks, had to order specific things, and write out a form explaining how the service was and the state of the toilets and how the staff was and and that kind of thing. And so because I knew that we had to go get wine, and I wasn't going to say no to a chance to drink. I mean, I'm Scottish after all. I said yes, and so I walked from my house to the town centre, which is about a 45-minute walk, half an hour walk, and stayed there, had our drinks, and because I'd been drinking I couldn't drive, and so I decided to walk to uni, and so I had to walk the rest of the way as well. At which point, of course, the heavens opened for the first time in about a month, which is insane by the way. We've had so little rainfall this past while. It's never been this warm in the whole history of Scotland, of my life in Scotland anyway. And so, of course, the rains just come. The blessed rains of Africa just went up north and showered all over Scotland. Thankfully, I brought an umbrella because I'm still Scottish and still always wary of the fact it might rain. So I haven't too soaked, but however, I'm still uncomfortable. So there's that. So that's why my hair is like all over the place because I actually had it styled today, and then I got in the rain, and then I just sort of went, and that's that. And again, like I said, because I'm walking, it means I can and have been drinking, which is nice. It means that we can actually have a show where I drink alcohol like we used to all the time. Like it used to pretty much be Alcoholics Anonymous, except we weren't very anonymous because it was a live show, and we weren't trying to recover. We were just drinking ourselves like more into alcoholism. So it's good. We're going back to our roots of unhealthy personal sadism. So I'm going to drink a couple more of these. All right. It is past, according to my clock, more or less. And I see nobody else is online. That is fine. I can play solo. And by solo, I mean with 4 random people. I will have to try and get this working in a sensible manner. So I'm going to start going now, and I'm going to let you guys watch the display capture. Yeah, let's just do the whole display. Okay, display capture. Yes, that one. Okay. I'm just going to let you guys see the whole friggin' thing. Let me just hide all my icons so you don't see all this disgusting crap. Okay, so you can't see my face anymore, I don't think. Let me see if I can change that. Let you see my face. Put that to front, order to top. Nope, that's the wrong one. Order to top. Oops. All right, where's my face? Why is my face hidden? There it is. Let me do both these things at the same time. That seems like a good idea. Move to top. There we go. Oh crap, I'm Deanna. Oh my god. Deanna Troi. Sorry, I'm flying all over the screen right now. I'll leave myself nice and small in the corner, just not too in the way. I'll put myself up here. No, it's a dumb place. Down here. That looks better. Okay. Can I go that guy instead? I'll go that guy instead. I can't remember his name. Fireman. This is good. Brand, yeah, I got Fireman. But firemen put out fires. Oh no, I'm going to be really bad at this character. Okay, so this is the League of Legends launcher these days, guys. I don't know if you've seen this in a while. It's weird, isn't it? We'll go Sorcerer here. And they seem fine. And I don't think I have any skins for Brand. Oh, I do. I have... yeah, I just have Cryocore Brand. Alright. So I'm no longer the Fireman, I'm now the Iceman. Iceman! What's that crappy Batman film? Of Arnie? I've seen it since I was a kid. That's what it makes me think of when I think of Iceman. And let me open up the chat on the other window here so I can see what you're saying. Copy says, good luck with your match. I'm going to roam Eorzea like a madman. How the hell do you say Eorzea? Is that a word? Okay, let's see what we're doing here. So we have myself as Iceman. We have Soraka, who's got some honor stuff, so probably not a douche. We have Annie with some honor stuff, so probably not a douche. We have Lux, and we have Deanna. I like how Deanna, by the way, and apart from Annie, of course, is like the only female in this game that I can see whose breasts aren't like openly like exaggerated. Like, okay, Syndra, boobies are out. Aurelia, boobies are out. Ari, yep. Lux, yep. Soraka, in-game, yeah. Okay, wow, that was a really quick load time. I guess I'm not playing with anybody who's got 3 hamsters on a wheel. It is slightly laggy for me, which means it's going to be very laggy for you guys, so I gotta apologize for that. That's not ideal. But it's the way it is. I don't really like spending too much money on health potions at the start, because it makes me feel like a failure. Because it means like I'm planning to lose, you know? Okay, I don't really remember how to play this. I have a vague recollection. That's the AoE one. That's what I want to use. I want to have AoE, guys. In fact, I'm gonna close my other windows because it is quite laggy. Let me see what I can do here. Oh, sorry, one sec. This might not look good for a second. Also, I can't see chat anymore. I'm hiding everything. This way, my computer can't scream at me for struggling as much. Okay, that's a bit better. Rumble says returning to base will not heal you. Like, WTF, how do we heal? If you keep your health above 0, you never need to heal. Hashtag pro tips. There you go. This isn't you guys watching me play. This is you guys watching me be a lazy trolling asshole. All right. So if a guy's already on fire and I throw that one, it stuns them for 1.5 seconds. But if they're already on fire and then I do the pillar, they get an extra 25% damage. And if I use that one, it spreads that to other things. So it's like another AoE, or I guess it's kind of the only AoE using that thing. All right. I'm going to stand here so I have a higher chance of hitting people. I'm going to put shit there. There we go. Okay, boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I conflagrated them, whatever the hell that means. I missed. Oh, I can get Ignite, and then I can steal kills and stuff. Because that's how you play League of Legends. Alright, I didn't die. I'll take that as a win. In fact, they're up 1, so technically they're in the lead. But still. I don't hear anything, which means you guys probably can't hear anything. Sorry, that's not my intent. I meant for you to be able to hear it. Yay, got an assist. Although it's quite hard not to get assists on ARAMs. Like, ARAMs are pretty much just like, let's play getassists.com. Alright. Oh, I got a kill! Did you see that? Hiding in a bush is the #1 way to win Fortnite and League of Legends. I'm telling you, pro tips here, guys. I'm bronze 1, so you can trust everything I say. Everything I say is a pro tip that you may as well take as life advice, much like how you take insurance and what do you call those things? Mortgage advice from a homeless person. That's pretty much what this is like. Oh no! Oh no! I thought that was going to go well for me. It didn't. Oh, I'm going to follow her. Come here. Yeah, I'm going to get you. Oh, I have heal. How do you feel about that? And you're ignited. I got you. Yeah, take that. I'm mediocre. Take that. How do you feel about that? Dying to somebody who's mediocre. Yeah. Diana says, good job, Soraka. What does Soraka do? Wow, 2-0. Yeah, she's doing pretty good. Nil. I mean, I've been hearing too much about the football recently. 2-0. Right, let's see if we can get some sound up here. There we go. Okay, you guys can hear the annoying sounds of this game now. That's pretty much the same as E, right? It just does a crap ton of damage. Pretty much. And it also slows them. Alright, if they're already on fire. I like how we need additional effects, because already being on fire is not enough. Oh, what? That was totally mine. I use my ult and everything, bro. Use my ult and everything. This game's all about the individual, nothing about teams, bro. So... I vaguely recall this character in this game. The one thing I'm really scared of is that I don't recognize like anybody in this, any champions in this anymore. Well, that's a lie. I mean, I know all these characters, and I think I know all of theirs. I think Syndra was new when I left. I don't really know Rumble. I remember Rumble being crap. That's kind of what I think about Urgot as well. It's not really a good definition of what to expect or to look out for or anything like that. It's just an opinion, really. Ah, I stunned you, bitch. Oh, team, what you doing, team? Team! Why aren't you all pros like me? I'm gonna use that health potion now, and I'm also gonna feed a Poro. There you go. You eat the sick cookies, Poro. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, I'm gonna get killed! Oh no, I didn't get the kill! Ah. Instead somebody earned it. Oh man. Haha, ignited. I definitely got you. I definitely got you. Yes. To be fair, getting the shutdown is kind of worth it. Because I got an extra 300 gold on top of what he got for killing me. So it's hashtag worth. Hashtag worth. I should make a new rule where I like down a can or something and I die. But then I might die, like in real life. I don't think I could handle that.
An ally has been slain.
I can drink a lot, but I don't think I can drink that much. I'm really, really bad at this game, guys. Okay. I am on a short fuse. I'm made of fire, and really bad humor makes me survive through the pain. Oh man, I really want to do stupid stuff when people are low on health. Like this. Die! See, that was useless. Oh no, I didn't do half bad. Yeah, not bad. Oh, Lux! Yes, nice one, Lux. If I were to Riot Games... Oh, how did I get a kill? Must be my fire damage thing. Oh, I thought I said 420 for a second. I got really excited. Like, weirdly excited. I was going to say, if I were to Riot Games, my number one thing, my golden idea for how they will win all the money, is to give Lux a skin, and it's called Lux in a Tux. That's just money right there, isn't it? Isn't that just money? Lux in a Tux. Did you know somebody married me intentionally? Like, it wasn't even an accident. There were any... Well, I was drunk, but she wasn't. Die, slowly! Yes! Oh, attack to death! Which is, you know, actually kind of bad when it's Brand who does it. Or Iceman, sorry. Iceman. Iceman sounds like a delivery guy who delivers ice. Which is a weird job now you think about it. We're in the lead by like 10 kills. Which is funny because we're losing the start. And I've also got 5 kills. I don't really know how. I'm just sort of standing back and doing this. Oh man! Oh, wasting my ult. Oh no! Oh, I was too tempted by the delicious, delicious kills.
Shut down. An ally has been slain.
I was not expecting that to be fizzy. Sorry. Lux in a Tux. Alright. Now they're going to regret having clicked on League of Legends icon. Is that my guy screaming for no reason? Sounds like you shared fromage! Are you really request? Oh, right, I thought you were requesting health. Give me that health I don't need. Okay, my hiding in the bush tactic so far is technically working. I'm too bothered. Okay. Get away, Syndra, you big snobby bint. Bint is kind of a word which basically means hoe in Scotland. So being a snobby hoe is a bit weird. I don't know. I don't even know why I would call her that. Oh! somebody got too big for her boots, or her hooves, I guess, because she's kind of like a unicorn. Isn't Annie like a 300-year-old woman? Oh no, yeah, I'm thinking of Oblivion. Completely wrong game. In Oblivion, there's like this. Oh crap! There's this. Ah. In Oblivion, there's this character in the. No, it's not Oblivion. Sorry, it's Skyrim actually. Yeah. In the Dark Brotherhood, who. Die! Oh, what? That's just hacks. I want to kill you to death, bro. Alright. Oh, I got 2 kills. Like, I'm always surprised. There's this lady, chick, girl. Push, guys! Alright, I was gonna go and have a break. Cigarette break. Just poke my finger down a cigarette and that'd be it. There was this child in Dark Brotherhood in Skyrim who, it looks like a baby girl, but you're like, why is there like a baby girl, like a 5-year-old here in the Dark Brotherhood, which is basically an Assassin's Guild / cult. Yeah, it turns out that she worships the Dark Mother or Dark Father or whatever it is, Sithis, who's like the god of crap stuff. Oh crap. Speaking of crap, it must be my god.
Shut down. You have been slain.
Just buying the recommended items like a pro over here. Alright, and yeah, there's kind of like a thing. You think she's like this sweet little like 5-year-old in for like a few missions or something, and then it turns out she's like 6 centuries old. So technically she could like collect escape pension. Die! Yes! Towers are pro. Alright, what are they building? Do I need to build anything weird? I don't see any MR. Yeah, I'm pretty much fine. Just build pure MR and be fine. So I've been playing the old school RuneScape. It is now my go-to on the toilet game. So I log into old school RuneScape on my Android phone, and I just mine rune essence. That's what I do when I'm sitting on the toilet now. Which means I get approximately, this is exactly how long it takes me to cook. Feel free to work it out if you want to really work it out. It takes me 2 trips of rune essence mining with a rune pickaxe. So that's how long it takes me to cook. And it means that I can just sort of like passively do this. Before I used to play Hearthstone, I decided to stop doing that because as much as I enjoy Hearthstone, that's actually the problem. I enjoy it too much, so I end up sitting on the toilet too long and just sitting playing games like a weirdo. And apparently that's not socially acceptable or normal, and so I've started to play this instead. I'm not going into that, it ain't worth it. Get burnt! What do you think you are? Am I cooking? Do you think Brand eats anything other than barbecue? I'm not going into that. Alright, if you want to die... Like, why? Why would you do that? Oh! Oh, go for them! Are those the enemy? Thanks for tagging Paradox0004. Thanks, bro.
Shut down.
I didn't realize we had to kill the enemies.
Enemy has been slain.
Alright, what have we got? AP, kind of AD, AP. So I should get MR. Ability power is countered by magic resistance. So that's what I should do.
Shouldn't you be killing someone?
Shut up, you passive-aggressive ghost.
Like wildfire.
So me and Kitten, my wife Kitten, my lovely wife, have been having, not arguments, but like, disagreements, let's say, over this idea of a ghost in our house, right? She thinks there's a ghost in our house. And that's fine, whatever, right? People have their different beliefs and stuff. In theory, right? Like I am purely in. I have no belief. Like I don't believe in anything. Not a single thing. It's either proven, unproven, or to be proven, or to be unproven. Right? There's nothing more than that, nothing less. And that's life. That's just the way life is, and that's how we see the universe. And so, you know, when my wife says things like this. I'm just like, all right, like, believe what you want, and I kind of keep my mouth shut because I don't want to upset her, and I love her very much, right? But I completely and utterly disagree, because if you hear something in the house that's like a slight creaking noise, your first thought shouldn't be ghosts. First thought is like, what makes creaking noise? Stuff, things, people, things that are real, honestly real. The things that are, you know, have a physical presence at the very least, or wind, right? Even wind, still physical presence. But like, I just don't understand. Surely you should start aiming at the stuff that's paranormal once you've exhausted every single normal thing, right? Doesn't that make sense? So like, I get that people believe in ghosts, and that's fine. Like, I really don't think it's a big problem, because I think that's absolutely fine if you've exhausted everything else. If you have literally said, well, oh man, we've tested everything, and it's none of these things, then I'm like, man, you just discovered ghosts. That's absolutely what that's about. You know, oh crap, I thought it was coming in. That's absolutely fine. That's what you should do at that point. You should start exploring like the theoreticals, the possibles, the maybes, the unlikelies at that stage. But that's later on, you know. That's once you've already tried all the normal things. So you need to set up some cameras. You need to get some, like, I don't know, thermal sensors. You need to get a bunch of particle physicists in there. Man, that was good. I did nothing there. You need to get a bunch of particle physicists in there and stuff. And once you've done all that, and they're all exhausted, then it can be seen to be something else, and then you can start investigating everything else. I mean, like, at one point, everything was paranormal, you know? Like, fire was seen as, like, there's a reason so many religions, or at least the early cults and stuff, used to see fire as this crazy, scary, amazing thing. And that's because it was. Like, once upon a time, it was like, holy crap, this, like, magical thing that sort of flies through the air in front of us upwards and then disappears. Like what is this? What is going on? It's scary and cool, and I totally get it. But then, you know, scientific theory came around, and we started to work out what logic is, and we started to be able to say, oh well, this and this, and therefore that, and we got a bunch of rules set down. Lightning stopped scaring us. The clouds stopped looking like where they house gods and stuff, and we moved on, and that's pretty much what happened, right? So I just feel like, you know, even if we did discover something that's unknown, it is kind of paranormal outside of the known, you know, spectrum of knowledge. But once we, like, even if ghosts were real, say ghosts are real, right? And say we actually discovered it. Say it turns out that if you wear like a 16.5 layers of tinfoil around your head and one around your right toe, you can see ghosts, right? Say there's some weird way that we find out that ghosts exist, right? Fine. But they're no longer paranormal, you know? Like, at that point, they're just normal. We're like, yeah, they exist, and this is how they're found, and it's just part of life now. Like, once upon a time, like, the old woman or old man in the village who would grind up herbs and give them to people, and it would cure certain ailments. Yeah, that seemed like magic at the time, but, you know, that was just medicine. Like, or a lot of it was probably crap, right? A lot of it was probably nothing, or just a placebo effect. But, you know, that's how we discovered medicines. It's because of a lot of them was because of old wives' tales. It turns out that the villages and other places have tried these medicines for a long time. And so once they've been trying it for a while, we do experiments. We're like, yeah, this actually has these kind of properties which would help something or other, right? And so what was seen as magic, this magical plant, at one point gets refined and turned into a pill, and then boom, we've got modern medicine, you know? There's a reason we call Chinese medicine and not medicine, right? So the point is just like, I don't know. I just thought it was funny, with ghosts and stuff. All right, how did I do? I got 8, 6, 16, and I got a C+. That's a pass. What's that little most honorable player with 3 or more honors? I would say Soraka's more impressive, to be honest. I mean, that's more assists. 1 less kill, 1 more death, which isn't great, so there's a +2 on Lux there. But Soraka's a support character, support champion, whereas Lux is more mid and AP based. So that's kind of impressive for Soraka. Oh, this is far too fizzy for me. All right. Let us do another. I've had no messages. Nobody seems to want to join. That's okay. Let's go. Who am I going to get? Who am I going to get? We shall see. So I feel like I'm part of some elite club or something on LoL now because I have like a bunch of like old icons that apparently you can't get anymore. Like these Christmas ones were like 2014 or something, 2015. And so if I go around at Christmas time with those on, people will be like, "Oh my God, we're playing with a veteran here." When yeah, I have been playing on and off for like 6 years or something crazy, but I'm still Bronze 1, guys. I'm still Bronze 1. Nothing to be afraid of. I'm at the stage like where I find that my ability to look at the tactical overview of the map is way better than all my colleagues in game. Like I can look at the game and be like, all right, we should be doing this, we should meet that objective, the goal should be this, we're at this point of the game, this phase in the game, you know, like we're at the phase where we should be concentrating on Dragon and then on Baron and stuff. And I can do all that. But I'm just crap at playing. Like I'm not good at playing. I'm like, we should do this thing, and I'll try and do it, just fail. Like I'm like, we should concentrate on Dragon, and then I'll just run in and die because I suck. All right. Well, what we need is for me to like sit back and manage a team. I could do that, which is also not any fun because I actually enjoy playing. So that's useless. So there you have it. There you have it. I have the same problem with I used to do that in Halo as well, and I find that in Fortnite as well. I'm like, okay, let's stay low and let's call out if we see anybody. Call out whenever you see anybody moving around, and we'll try to stay low and stuff. And I'm always very tactical, and I'm pretty good at this. Like, all right, we need to follow around. Make sure you have your shotgun out when we're in the close ranged area and stuff like that. And I'm always very good about understanding what should be done. But then we'll get into a fight, and I'll be like, ah, and just shooting in every direction apart from the correct one, because that's the kind of player I am. People keep leaving this queue. I'm guessing there's a lot of people who get champions they don't want or something. Or hit, yeah, I want to play and then leave to go to the toilet or something. Oh, look at this. We've got a pair of breasts, and I think there's somebody behind them. Oh, yeah, there's Morgana. Okay, we've got Morgana. I'm of the opinion, right, that the creators of this game can do whatever they want with their art assets. They can make every girl have giant boobies all over the screen if they want to. And if that makes them money, fine. If they want all the guys to be bare-chested and rugged and whatever, or be super ugly. Because that's the other thing I found. Like I think that this kind of goes both ways. Like all the monster champions are male. Like this thing. What's this thing called again? That's a dude, right? That's clearly a dude. That's also a dude. That giant tree thing, you don't get giant tree chicks. You get giant tree dudes. All the monsters and stuff are dudes. But all the girls need to have their boobies on show. Like pretty much unless they're like 10, like Annie. That's the only time it's acceptable not to. Like even things like Tristana I think have a vague outline. It's just nuts. Let's see. League of Legends. Oh, I can't be bothered. Game's starting anyway. But yeah, pay attention to that. It's an interesting thing about games. Monsters are always dudes, and ladies always have boobies. Even if they're kind of scary looking. They're kind of scary, but they still look like they're wearing, like they have their best day of the month of makeup. Alright, like look here. Diana, like kind of badass looking face, right? To be fair, Diana's a really good character for that. She's a really interesting character, and she's got a cool face and stuff, but her makeup's perfect and on point. Whereas, let's see, Kog'Maw's an ugly dude. Like, just a monster, right? But it's a dude. Maokai's also a dude, but also a monster. Hecarim, also a dude and a monster. Sion, also a dude and a monster. Lysandra is kind of like a monster. Like, she's like an ice priestess or some crap. Ice sorceress. But she has she's still like a pretty woman, right? Like, she's still a pretty female. She has a nice pointed nose and everything underneath there. Nutcracker here, which is Shaco, Shako, is again a dude, creepy monster dude. Rakan is a dude who has female features and therefore has like a nice face. But and to be fair, Draven is Draven, right? It's just Draven for you. He always looks like that. I don't know if there's any other. Let me what other characters are there? There's Blitzcrank, a dude again, it's a robot. What other monsters are there? Monstery characters. Kog'Maw, that's what that was called, yeah, Kog'Maw. Cho'Gath, right, another dude. Big monstery dude. Creepy looking guy. There is a female spider creature thing, but she's got boobies. And she like has a pretty face, for some reason. I don't understand. Like, why do you need that? Can women not be monsters? Can guys not be... Well, I suppose the guys... There is a couple pretty guys, I guess. Oh, this announcer weirds me out. That's the stuff. Alright, so this is Morgana. She's a sorceress lady. And she's got 4 spells. The first one like shoots like a bolt out in a line, which binds someone into the spot. And does damage. This W, which I put more points into, leaves like a pool of like mud underneath on the ground, and that does damage to people over time. So if you bind them with your Q and then you do a W, they're on that area of like tormented soil for a long. How can soil be tormented? They're on that for longer, so they take more damage. And E is like a shield that makes you immune to damage for like a second or something. It's pretty good though. And R is your ultimate, which does a whole bunch more damage and other things. And if I stay close to people, it does lots of damage. That's pretty much it. Then I've also got my Ignite and my heal here. And I don't know where passive is actually. So she has spell heal stuff. You guys are going way too hard for like the start of the game. Oh, I suppose he's got a spell shield, even though I hate to help my allies. I just don't trust them enough to be worth my mana. Even though I know I'm perfectly bad. Like, I know it. I get it. I'm not saying otherwise. Oh! I binded him there by mistake, which helped him die. I am helpful. I was there. I'm just gonna kill minions and then get lots of gold. That's my plan. And this, back in the day, Yasuo used to be totally OP when you could build him with AP. Do I have enough acronyms in there? OP with AP. You could do stuff like build him pure AP, then just run down the aisle here and just press Q and kill everything. I think you can probably still do that to an extent, but I think we kind of nailed him out a little bit. For some reason. What the hell? Was he immune to my Q? Did I miss him? Here, take a heal. I don't totally hate you yet. Alright, well, that was really annoying. Shaco. My tongue sticking out means that I want to say here is like a special word. What? Oh, that W. I love passively getting kills. Aha! I was there a minute ago. I'm really bad at aiming when somebody's moving diagonally. Like, I'm really, really, really bad at it. Oh, you were totally overcompensate or undercompensate. Give mana, please. Thank you. I put my W there instead of trying to bind them because it was more of a stay away, please. Because I don't want them pushing any further in there, if I can help it. Got a little Koro in there, which means they're just seeing that push. Alright, I've unlocked my ultimate. I can now use it. It does much damage. So next team fight, we're going to run in, press R, and try and stick close to them. Hey, 2 kills. Aha, you're rooted. What a waste of his ult. He just got too excited there, right? He was just like, oh, I have my ult. Time to use it. That's not how it's done, bro. That's not how it's done. Beat the power up, because I have nothing else to do. Oh, I can't believe that was actually him. I thought it was his mirror image. Oh, lol. You silly Billy Shaco. Bako.
Feel my pain.
Boom. Take that slight amount of damage. Oh crap. Kill the minions so I can go in and get damage. Thank you. See that? Took off like half a health. Go start the fight. Go start the fight. I want to use my own. Oh crap. Ah, bugger off. Oh no!
You have been slain.
Wait a minute. I'm 3 out of 4 of our kills. Oh no, they're relying on me. Guys. Guys, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? You might expect me to
An ally has
go
been
okay
slain.
or something.
Freedom is worth dying for.
Freedom is worth dying for. Although, is it really freedom if you're dead? It's freedom for others. I think there's a reason he has a Scottish accent. And is annoying. Average Scottish person. Cares about freedom. Has a Scottish accent. Is annoying. So I can see the Twitch window I accidentally left up. Is it really that laggy for you guys? Like, is it really 1 frame per second? If so, I can definitely not do this. It's a shame, 'cause I'm having fun. That was close. I think I performed quite well there, though. Got a bunch of damage in. And, didn't die. Almost died, but didn't die. That's key. See, I'm really bad at aiming. I like Draven as a character, he's quite cool. Quite a fun character. Giant knives and he juggles them and stuff and throws them around. And he also has a big ego. He's kind of humorous. This is unusual. I don't do very much damage to that guy. Scion. What's he building? Yep, look at that magic resist. Yep, health and magic resist. Crap. Oops. The lag is real. Ah, crap. Alright. We'll play this game and then I'll do that. You guys should have told me beforehand. I would have quit after the first game. I don't mind. I wonder why it is, because I'm at the university internet. It's super fast, so it must be this like processor. Oh, I'm so dead. Alright. So it must be the processor, yeah. You know what's funny? It would probably be faster if I broadcasted from my phone with the camera on, pointing at the screen. Don't think it'd be quite a good experience, though. But isn't that funny? Your phone can stream in 4K, sending live to Facebook or YouTube or whatever, more efficiently than this computer. I use this for doing experiments. I do my experiments. Oh, did not mean to swear on here. Ah, twice I failed for the same thing. I thought since his traps were over there that he was nowhere near, but I was completely wrong. I have now contributed nothing. I'm now 333. I like the old reference he makes. This is Freljord, but he says it in the manner of this is Sparta from the old film 300. Like, I remember that being a meme, like before memes were memes. You know what I mean? Maokai, you big tree. Funny enough, that's another thing that Scott would call somebody who is tall as a sort of like vaguely endearing term. Oh, you big tree. I had a friend in high school who was 6'7", 6'8", really skinny dude, like super skinny. Really nice guy. He was an actor. He's an actor actually. He's still trying to do it. And he, yeah, he's the kind of guy that I would call a tree. A fellow who will call a tree. Like, hey, does you and your friends and your big tree wanna drink tonight or something like that? No, I was useless. There we go. There's a puddle nearby, you guys. Don't walk into that. I healed that guy. That was vaguely useful. Don't forget it. I say as if I'm dying. I'm still alive. Bit late, bros. You could let me restore my last 150 minutes. I really need more AP. I do very little damage. Oh crap. That's not good. Take your shield. Yeah, saved his life temporarily. Guys, stop going in. Like, a bunch of us just died. Hey, back up, bro. Back up. What are you doing? You're gonna die. That was amusing. Alright, die, you big tree. They were diving me without actually doing anything to me, so I just used my element and just wrecked them. Triple kill. It's satisfying because I'm really bad. I'm not going to run into the bushes and die to traps again. I'm not going to do it again. Not for at least another minute when I forget again. Blind here. See, told you. What? Why? Why are we engaging? Oh crap! Didn't realize I was chasing it. Run.
An enemy has been slain.
Can we all hear you, David? Oh, I mean, it's his. Oh no, that was his. That was his running swords in the ground. Can we knock over this tower already? We really should have done that by now. Oh, wish I did another spell there or something that probably would have killed him. Just get the tower down. Get the tower down. Ow. Concentrate hit there. There we go. Easy peasy. Or as I always said back in my childhood days, before I was aware of how racist it was, easy peasy Japanesey. I was informed in my teenage years that this is a very racist thing to say. Goodbye. Apparently watching my pop shield just slowly moved away from my face for some reason. Let's put that back there so I can make as many P noises as possible. Ah, crap, shit. Ah, I should have known that was an illusion. I just thought it was suiciding.
You have been slain.
I am terrible at this game.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Rampage.
I had a lot of gold, so I just built Rabidons because I felt like it. Because you see that? Your unique passive, increase your magic damage by 40%. That's just insane. That's just ridiculous. A single item that increases your attack, your ability power by like 250. It's insane. For example, this one does 50. That one does 20. That hat does 200 and something altogether, including your passive. Alright, here comes Hecarim. Back out. Back out. Nope, don't know why I backed out there. So. Oh, we have a shield. Come on, extend too far. You know you want to. You know you want to. Just do it. It's a bit of fun. It's just a game. I hate when people say that. Oh, I played a game earlier this week and somebody was saying how, like, oh, so you can play draft mode in this game, which means you choose your position beforehand. And somebody chose to go support. And at that point, and at that point, he said, can I go ADC? I'm going ADC. Which meant he was stealing the position from somebody else who was supposed to be playing the game. I'm just throwing spells everywhere, hoping for the best. Surprised I didn't get any kills there. I dropped my ultimate, which should have done a lot of damage. Did I see how much damage I did? No, that just shows me how much I died. Yeah, so this guy was saying like, oh, I'm going to go ADC even though I'm support. And everybody was like, what are you doing, you douche? Or sorry, I was like, what are you doing, you douche? You don't just get to decide that. Somebody else has already got that position and stuff. And I was pretty chill about it. I was like, come on, man, don't ruin the game for everybody. And he responded like, whoa! Whoa, dude, it's just a game, bro. It's just a... Calm down. Calm down, bro. It's just a game. It's just a game. And I was like, I'm not angry. I'm just saying you're a douchebag. Like, I can calmly call you a douchebag. I don't get overly emotional with these things. It is just a game, but it's a game I want to enjoy. And you're ruining the enjoyment of others. Which is, which makes it less fun, which makes the game kind of pointless in a way, some might say. Oh, I went in too deep. Cause I'm in too deep, and my name is Ken. That might be GG for that. That was pretty dumb. Pretty dumb. Either Sion was retreating there. Oh no, I thought he already was in his zombie farm. I thought he was just being an idiot and trying to go back and heal. Which is doubly bad in A round when you can't heal at base.
Without
There's Lysandra, the ice priestess, sorceress I was telling you about. She's left screen now, so she will. Again, not that you guys can actually see anything, because you've got like 1 frame every 3 seconds or something like that.
they will suffer.
a mana shield. Alright, let's get this guy. Yeah, alt. There we go. Yes. Doing enough damage to not only kill them, but kill them before they kill you. That's the plan here. I think that would be GG. I'm going to say it as I come up and I am. GG. I think we won the game there. The thing that makes the games really end quickly here is that in the normal game you have 3 waves of minions. We only have 1 wave of minions due to the fact that this is ARAC. Should keep them away, we need to kill them. Oh, I did kill one. Concentrate the base, dummies. No, winning the game's boring. Concentrate the base. Look at it. It's just got like 2 health. Get the base. Oh my god. Draven! You suck. Oh my god. If we lose the game... Oh, if we lose the game because you guys... Okay. Jesus. So they almost didn't destroy the enemy base there for some reason. They're just too busy getting engaged in fights. It's like when you play Battlegrounds World of Warcraft and people are too busy just chilling. Those 2 were idiots. So I'm going to give Diana a GG. There you go, Diana. You enjoy that. Enjoy that, GG. Cool. Alright. Well, I'm going to stop playing games now because you guys can't actually watch, as it turns out. And it's good to know. I really do wish I knew that before, and I wouldn't have embarrassed myself that way. But there you have it. Okay, display unit. Alright. There's my face. Seems like the quality's gone down again. Why is that? It looks fuzzy. Looks like 860p somehow. Configure video. Oh, where is all the installation stuff gone? Weird. Whatever. I don't really care. Okay, folks. You can now see me and in all my slightly pink glory. Let us do a normal show. Let's just do the show normally. So let us see. Normally we talk about geek cred, dysfunctional deviations and such. Let's jump into dysfunctional deviations then. So first up, I would like to talk about, let's see. In this past week, I have done very little that's of particular interest. I went to St. Andrews Beach yesterday, me and Kitten Features and our 2 puppies. And that was lots of fun. We screwed around. It's an hour and a half drive there, hour and a half back. So considering I need to do some work every day as well, it was quite a long time just to travel. Never mind. So we didn't actually spend that long there. But we looked around and we had a bit of fun looking at the beach and letting the dogs loose, or letting one dog loose, the one that can be trusted. And he's a puppy, and his name's Bruce, and he had the absolute, oh my god, best time. He loves the sea. It took us a long time to get him into the sea in the first place. He was quite scared of the idea of it. But once he was in, he was paddling around and running around and having the best time. He's very cute. Then this morning we got up, and here is my wife with our puppy this morning. Or one of them. We were playing on the bed, not my wife and me, with the dogs. The room's a bit of a mess just now. I do apologise. Everything's falling out everywhere. But it's a Sunday morning. We're being pretty lazy. And yeah, they are being very cute and having fun. And there's them being cute. What else? That was pretty much my week, to be honest. Didn't really do anything. Just been working a lot. Got a lot of progress with work, actually. It's been a good week for work. Next week, we are going to Alton Towers, me, Kitten, Graham, and his girlfriend. We're going to go there on Friday and stay there through to Sunday. Alton Towers is in England. It's, I don't know exactly where it is, to be completely honest, even though I booked the hotels and everything. It's near the village of Alton, which I suppose makes very much makes a lot of sense. It's in Staffordshire in England. I don't even know where that is either, to be honest. Let me zoom out on the map here, and I can tell you. At least, okay, it's in like. It's very far from London, right? But if you took like the half of the UK that is England, and then you threw a dart in the middle, you wouldn't be far off Alton Towers. That's kind of where it is. It's like bang in the middle of the UK there. And the map, the Google map description for it is massive theme park for adrenaline junkies, and it spells adrenaline wrong, which is a bit concerning. So we'll be doing that next week. So I won't be here next week. Me and Wayne are taking turns in the show these 2 weeks. So I'm doing this week and he's doing next. That's going to be good fun. I'm looking forward to that. It's exciting times. Also, we found out today that our puppy Brutus, when you make like the raspberry noise, like you know when you blow on somebody's stomach or like arm or whatever, and you make raspberries, you blow raspberries. We were doing that to our own hands, like making that sort of farty noise with our hands and mouth. And turns out he thinks it's crying, and he cries along with it, and it's really sad and funny. And we were trying to stop doing it. We couldn't stop laughing when he was just like, every time we were making fart noises. Because, you know, fart noises are very similar to sadness. That's what we all equate it to. So that was funny. And yeah, that's everything to do with my dysfunctional deviations, I think. All right, on to Geek Cred. I have been, like I said, I've been playing old school RuneScape a little bit. It's been quite fun, actually. So old school RuneScape is out for Android. I can actually let me log in, and you can see what it looks like. This, for those who haven't heard of RuneScape. Oh, I need to install it. All right. No, I've not installed it. Download. Right, okay. I don't want to show you on the phone because that would just be me holding on in front of the camera, and that makes it kind of difficult to play at the same time. But the good thing about RuneScape is it's such a terrible old game in terms of graphics that why does it always think look at this? Every time I go on the RuneScape website, they're like, Guten Tag, in Installation abgeschlossen. I think it means installation complete. Get playing. But then that's in English. If the game fails to start, I'm like, what? Why is it half in English and half in German? What's going on here? Huh? All right, let me actually install it. And I'll do it off screen so you don't have to watch that. Or I'll try to. Where did it go? It's not started yet. Open. Okay, there we go. There we're going. All right. So here's RuneScape loading. Friggin' RuneScape, man. RuneScape. And again, den größtes Abenteuer wird geladen. Suche nach Updates. Suche sounds a lot like sugar to me. So there's that. I speak a little German. According to Duolingo, I speak 40% German. Not like normally, not like 4 out of 10 of my words are German by mistake. That's not what happens. Schlossen. Automatisch, please. I can work out what that means. Let me maximize this bad boy. Oh, look at this. Yeah, it looks good. All right, and I'm going to log in over here so you guys don't need to be burdened with the scary knowledge of my passwords. Ken is great, 1992. There we go. Okay. You must do your email. Oh, for God's sakes, I thought I had it done. Why do I need to check my email exactly? I just logged in, bro. And the only email I have is from Bandcamp, which, by the way, needs to stop sending emails. Unsubscribe from Bandcamp. I don't care about Bandcamp. All right, where are my emails? Oh, you can see that. I don't want you to see that. Well, this is fun. Hey, RuneScape, your very small game. To be fair, they still have like hundreds of thousands of players, I think, which could be getting 3 people to watch it right now. And you're missing out on this because you haven't sent me the password in time. Just FYI. Just so you know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I tell the load again? Oh, man. How is it hard to get RuneScape going? It's like 7 bytes large. Like, my toenail has more data on it. To be fair, it probably does. I think this is my password, to be fair. I'm not actually sure. When can I change the language away from German? Du musst deine E-Mail-Adresse. You must check your email address. Bestätigen. I don't know what that means. Dich einzuloggen. Login probably means log in. Ein means a, or one, or a. Zurück. All right, I'm going to try opening it once more without doing any emails, because I've still not got an email yet. And I'm going to tell it to try and do English for me. To do English, even though it's clearly in English right now. Loaded world map. Oh wait, it's working. It's working. Wait. Let me try logging in again. Okay, and remember my username this time, so I have to type out every friggin' time. Hey, I'm in. All right, click to play. All right, this is RuneScape. Oh my god, it's so small. Yeah, expand. Okay, there we go. There we go. I thought you were going to have to watch it on like the tiniest screen ever. Let me move my camera up here so it's out of the way. All right, this is what RuneScape looks like. Oh my god. So how cool is this? All right. So at the bottom left we have a chat window here, right? And our chat window tells us things about the game, right? So things are happening in the game. So you hit like examine on an object. It's like, this is the source of all runestones, or this portal here. It says, a portal from this mystical place, or this buck. Oh no, the bucket's not going to that scaffold, and it says, an old-looking bit of scaffolding. So this is RuneScape. So the chat can be used for actual chat, like hi. Right, see, I'm talking. It can also be used to do things like this. Test. Yeah, there you go. So you make it red. You can be like scroll. These features feel really 1999. There we go. So you can do chat, right? Which is cool. But it also has like some flair for the game in there as well, so you know what's going on in the game. All right. Otherwise, the real world is obviously here. You can click on stuff, you can interact, and do things. Like here, you can mine or prospect. I want to prospect this. It's like you examine the rock for ores, and the rock contains unbound runestone essence. All right. At the bottom right of the screen, let's go to the top right first. At the top right of the screen, we've got a little mini map that shows our area. We've got hit points. We've got prayer, which we'll get onto in a bit. Run, how much run you have left. So like it's like sprinting energy. Unlike most games, it's not like you sprint for 2 seconds and recover for 3 or anything like that. It's more like you run for like 2 minutes and then you recover for 1. Then we've got, I'm not too sure what this is. Combat something? I don't know. Then we've got compass up here and world map. You click the world map and you can see the actual map of RuneScape, which actually is quite large. It's rather expensive, and they're all adding more stuff as well. Back when okay, so actually, before going to that story, here I think this area that you see in the map now, more or less, is the free area, except for here to the left. From here left is members, so you can't go up here. You can't go up here. That's all cut off. But like Falador, Draenor Manor, Varrock, Al-Kharid, Tutorial Island, and actually Karamja down here, etc., I believe, is all free. So if you want to play this game, you can play all of these areas for free. And that's like the main kind of areas of the game, I guess. But if you want to see the rest, like Ardown over here, west and east, Brimhaven, the battle arenas, whatever they're called down here. This thing I'm not going to try and pronounce. Actually, I am. Prithdinis and Arendar. And the Tree Gnome Stronghold. All these places you need to be a member for. And up here to the north is the Wilderness. Originally the game was pretty much just this and the Wilderness, so all the things to the left and right are all kind of added on over time. But the Wilderness is a PvP area. You go up there, and the further you go up, the more of a level you go into. So it's like, if you go to like level 3 Wilderness, that means that somebody who's 3 levels lower than you and 3 levels higher than you, combat level, can attack you. So if you go to like the Wilderness, like all the way up here, it's like a level 150 or some crap or something. That means you, pretty much you can attack level 3 or level 200, right? And that's just the way it is. So everybody can kill each other. All right. So that's the map. That's cool. Down here at the bottom right, we have a whole bunch of menus, right? The bottom ones are all kind of useless. Let's see. There's clan chat. I have never been in a clan, so that's useless. Friends list. Ignore list. I apparently have 4 people in here. I don't remember doing that. Log out. A settings menu, which is useful. So you can change the settings for sound. Let's do that. I still hear nothing. It's because I'm not doing anything. Let me see. Let me try going through here and seeing if that changing the area will make some sound happen. Nope, didn't hear that. Let's put it max, and then I'll see what I can do with my audio options. Oh, I forgot my. It's not even opening. Told you it wasn't opening. Dumb. That's a shame. Go away. Oh my god. That's not what I want to see. I want to see volume mixer. Yes. Yeah, RuneScape should have music. It should have noise. That's weird. Oh well, I can't explain it. Whatever. You're not missing out on much. All right, so that's the audio menu. They also have the settings menu and stuff, so you can see everything else in here. These are dances. Now check how amazing these are. Whoosh! I spun around. Or you do a jig. Woohoo! You can just do dance. Now that is some old school dancing. So you know how all the kids right now are doing like the Fortnite dances? Back in my day, we used to do this dance at school dances and think it was cool. Like genuinely. And now they're doing like, what's it called? The slip or the slide, or I feel like such an old man where they sort of like pretend to put the rope between their legs and stuff. That dance. This from Fortnite. Yeah, all this stuff. So anyway, that's it there. You can do all that stuff. You unlock more mainly through random events. Like I've unlocked these 4, like the army stuff, because I got the army random events quite a lot. So that's cool. At the top left we have type of combat. So depending on what weapon you're currently holding depends on what options appear here. But right now I'm holding a rune pickaxe, so I can either impale somebody, spike, smash, or block. These are all to do with your abilities to, well, your different stats, which we'll get into now. So for example, here's attack, strength, and defense. So each of these abilities, like that one there does attack, that one there is strength, that one there's strength as well, and that's defense XP. So depending on your combat level for these different stats, depends how well each of these attacks do. Also, your overall combat level is based on all combat stats, but mostly these 3, and I believe hit points. So your hit points level, your 3 main attacks, but then very little bit is also based on ranged, prayer, and magic, I think. I think that's it. So there's some people who play as pures, which means that they never play like, they never put these 3 levels up. They might just play all magic. So they might have level 99 or level 100 or whatever the new maximum is. I can actually probably check here. I think it is actually still 99. So the maximum level of magic, so they're only like show as like combat level 13 or something, but they can actually wreck you, which is kind of fun, right? I think that's part of the reason they do it, is to partly the challenge and also because it's kind of fun. Whereas I like to play a little bit of everything. I don't play pure. Yeah, so there's your range as well and stuff. So all these different stats are useful for many different things. Like it's kind of getting into the meat of the game here. Like, what's the point in playing? And it's kind of a mixed bag. Unlike many games like World of Warcraft, which it feels like a combat game that has some crafting stuff placed onto it, RuneScape feels more like a game where you are a character that you can improve and stuff. That quests are optional fun things, as is combat, etc. Like it feels like the crafting mechanics and the economy are equally part of this game as combat may be seen as. So because for example, there's more stuff here that's not combat based, right? So we got our attack, strength, and defense, which also unlock certain things in the game as well. So there's a reason to upgrade them, not just for the number. For example, at level 1 you can hold bronze or iron, at 5 steel, 10 black, 10 white, for members only, 20 mithril, 30 adamant, 40 rune, which is what I'm at. I'm level 40 now, which is why the pickaxe I'm holding is a rune pickaxe. Right. Strength unlocks special weapons to do with halberds and stuff, right? So it goes black to white to mithril to adamant to rune to dragon. Dragon is the best one there. Defense is similar, but it's armors, right? So you unlock different armors. I'm level 36, so I can wear at best adamantite. Once I get to level 40, I can hold rune. What else? VTW RuneScape Party. Tabaxian says, lol, party like it's 1999. And yeah, Copy says VCW RuneScape Party. Hey, I'd be up for that. If you guys want to jump in RuneScape, that'd be funny. That'd be a cool thing for us to just screw around on each week. I'd be up for that, actually. If you want to do that during the show, that'd be fun. Then you get ranged XP. With range, you can unlock different types of bows and crossbows and stuff that you do over time. And thrown weapons. You can get thrown weapons. Each one has its own benefits and advantages, disadvantages. I mean, like, you can just do one thing, like I said. Like, you can specialize in, like, I am going to use a bow and that's it. And that's fine. But if you become across, like, a dragon or something that can't be killed with a bow, you're just screwed. You know, you have to get somebody else to do it or whatever. And it's just difficult. So it's nice to have a little nice mix of skills. Plus, there's other ups and downs. For example, if you have a sword, you don't need to ever get any ammo. You don't need to pay anything else. You spend like 5,000 gold on your sword, and then that's you for life. That's your sword until you get a better one. That's it. Whereas if you want to get, like, I don't know, rune thrown items, like rune daggers or something, you throw 3, you lose 1 or something like that. So, you know, you gotta keep buying them, and you gotta keep fetching them, picking them up again. It's a real pain. It's expensive. Magic, however, magic's even more complex. Magic needs runes, right? So, like, let me show you the magic pane actually, rather than that. Here's the magic pane. These are all the spells you can cast from the basic spell book, right? The first one is free, and it just teleports you home that can be used once every 30 minutes. That's it. Easy peasy to the starting village. Everything else here, you can see the runes you need. So, for example, on that one, I need 3 air and a death rune, which is medium level air missile. So it's wind blast. It does a bunch of damage, magic damage. Teleport to house. Falador teleport. Water bolts. Varrock teleport. Earth bolts. Lumbridge teleport. Telekinetic grab. Right, so there's a bunch of stuff magic does. Which is cool. So leveling up your magic is really useful for, not just for like combat, right? You can level your magic just doing teleportation if you want to, just doing alchemy. You don't actually do any combat with magic. Of course, it's easier if you do. And my point was that the reason I brought this up, magic up just now, was because if you want to level up your attack skill, you know, you get a sword and you attack things, and that's you. You can get up to level 50 or whatever, easy peasy. With magic, you go pick up 1,000 runes. That'll get you like 15, 20 levels at the start, and then you're done. You need to spend more money. You need to go make your own runes or whatever. So it's tough. Rune crafting. So you can craft your own runes as well. That's its own challenges. But you can also buy them as well, so you don't feel like you have to. And I think that's also members only. Construction. So player housing has always been a thing that, you know, people dreamed about back when the game started in the early 2000s. But it was also kind of poo-pooed on as an impossible thing. Like, imagine you'd have housing estates that are millions of things wide, right? So you have to have them instanced. So they did that eventually. They finally released instanced houses, and you can build your own house. It is freaking dull, costs so much money to do, and there's no output. So leveling up your construction is completely useless, right? You can unlock certain things like, I don't know, combat room. Like, I suppose it's useful because you can, like, you can use your house to level up other skills if you want to get away from other people and stuff without worrying about them. Like, you can have your own dungeon and then put stuff in them, like skeletal guards and guard dogs and whatever. And I think you can then use that for stuff. Decorative storage. Yeah, you can store things as well, I think, which is pretty useful. So I guess it's okay. But in the end, like, of all the skills that you want to level up, you will need to do it last. Like, if you want to get max level on all your skills, you would do construction last, because only then would you have enough money to blow. It's so expensive. Hit points is obviously just your hit points. It's nothing particularly fantastic. It tells you here what kind of damage does what. So blue means no damage has been done. Somebody's like skiffed you or something. Green means poison. Red means actual damage. Teal means venom damage. And orange means disease damage. You have different types of healing in here as well, so the different foods you eat. I don't need to read this, I've never read this in my life. Basically, you pick up food to heal, right? So you eat some shrimp or something and you heal a bunch of health. The more expensive the fish or the food, the more you heal, pretty much. Here it says equipment for hit points. You can unlock some stuff as well. Right, whatever, boring. Agility. Again, as a skill I don't particularly enjoy. It's a kind of skill that seems very forced into the game. It's the idea of it was supposed to make you a lot faster. And I believe it does change the regeneration rate of your running, right? So that's vaguely nice. So if you have level 99 agility, you can sprint for longer and regenerate faster. To level up your agility, you must go to these. Let me show you in the world map. You need to look at these agility courses, really, ideally, and I believe it's members only as well, by the way. Where is one? I think there's one up here. Yeah, there's an agility course, right? So it's the Barbarian Outpost. You need to go here, run around this agility course like 600 times to get to like my level where I am, which is like level 10 or something. Oh, 35. Okay. So you run through that much times, and then you manage to unlock specific things like, oh, now you can use a certain shortcut or something. Like you can now go under a wall at the Grand Exchange just in this one place. Like it's so freaking dull because there's 99 levels you can get. There are only up to level 89, and it skips some levels, number of shortcuts. So you may put in like hundreds of hours leveling up to max level in order to save 6 seconds occasionally. It is a total waste of time. I really don't like the agility skill. Alright, Herblore is kind of cool. I actually really like this one, although it's kind of tough to level up. Basically, you collect different things from around the world, like herbs and spider eggs and berries and chocolate dust and swamp tar and toad legs. Things you pick up just as you go around the game, really, and you store them in your bank or whatever, and you can eventually make potions with them, and that's pretty cool, right? It's a fun skill. So at the start, you make potions like an attack potion, so when you attack, you do a little more damage. Anti-poison, which is useful for doing quests and stuff. So even if you're low level, you can still quickly go do some quests. Strength potion, Guam Tar, whatever that's used for. Defense potion, etc. But then later on, you can unlock stuff like super anti-venom, super anti-fire potions. So if you're killing lots of dragons, you would use that, right? To be able to identify the leaves and the herbs, you need to have certain levels. So you can actually get XP just from buying the herbs that are unidentified on the sort of auction house known as the Grand Exchange, and just identify them. And then there's some other stuff. I don't really know much about this stuff. Alright, so that's Herblore. That's kind of fun. Thieving's pretty fun as well. It's a skill that's for members only. And you can go up to random NPCs, people in the game, right-click on them, hit pickpocket, and then you can steal money off them or whatever, or other stuff, whatever they have on them. Generally speaking, if you steal from a farmer or from a man, you'll probably get like 3 GP, like 3 gold pieces. And you can do this repeatedly. Some of them will eventually attack you. Some of them will eventually send guards on you. Or you might have a random event where you're sent to a jail or something, right? That's what I think can happen. All the way up to you can steal from elves, heroes, gnomes, paladins, to Zahar, whoever those are. You can also steal from stalls, like vegetable stalls, cake stalls, tea stalls, and markets. Eventually you can do, I'm level, 26, so I can currently steal from fruit stalls. You can go all the way up to magic stalls, scimitar stalls, spices, gems, ore stalls. So you can eventually start stealing stuff in order to not have to do other skills as much, which is pretty cool. Chests, so there's certain chests in the game that can be found that you can break into with your thieving skill. Not that many though, it's not really the main goal of thieving. And other stuff. Alright. Thieving's pretty fun. I quite enjoy that skill. It's just pure loot, right? Like unlike many other skills you do where it costs money to do, this one you make money. Thieving, you just make loads of money. It takes a while to get up, but you make lots of money. Crafting. So the idea of crafting is it's a mixed bag actually. You can do a little bit of everything with crafting. You can make weaving, like nets and stuff for your fishing. You can make some armor, not much though, like leather stuff. So if you're an archer, getting your crafting out is quite useful because you can get a bunch of leather things on. Spinning, so you want to make some bows with your fletching skill. You first need to make a bunch of bowstrings and the likes with crafting. You can also make pottery for helping your cooking. You can make glass stuff for mix of cooking and vials. Vials are useful for your herblore, so on. You can make jewelry, which you can then use your magic skill on to enchant to make it useful to wear, right? You can also make things like, for example, there's an unholy symbol, so wearing that improves your prayer skill, for example. Weaponry as well. I mean, these are basically just magic staffs, so they replace a single rune that you would otherwise use in the game. So if you had like a water battle staff, you would not need to have any water runes on you. It just uses that instead. We can only use one at a time, of course. And some other stuff as well. Fletching, as you can imagine, is for making bows and arrows pretty much. You can also make darts, crossbows, javelins, and some shields. Slayer XP, this is kind of one of the newer ones. Well, I say newer, it's like 10 years old now. Basically, there's this new land, again new, there's this land called Fremennik, I think it was called, Canifis? No, Mauritania, this area here. Basically, it's full of different monsters, zombies, vampires, stuff like that, that you can't kill unless you have certain items on you, and you are, so basically to be a Slayer, you need to know what you need to use to kill things here. So if you kill a vampire, I think you need like a stake, right, or silver bullets or something. And there's a bunch of different monsters that need certain things to be able to be killed. And also they can't be killed unless you're the correct Slayer level, and it's also based on your task. So you get set on tasks based on what you're currently doing, I guess. So if you're currently working on, I don't know, go kill 10 vampires, you can go kill the vampires and you need to kill them the way it says. But again, there's also a combat level here, so if it says like go kill these vampires and they're level 110 and you're level 6, you're not going to be able to do it, right? Or probably not. So on. So that's Slayer. Slayer's quite fun. Hunter, I didn't ever quite get into this. It seems quite extensive now, actually. It seems like they've added quite a lot to it. But hunting is just the idea of catching and I guess maybe killing, I don't know, other things in the game. So it's less about combat. It's more like a non-combat version of capturing NPCs and things. So you can get birds, butterflies, implings. I don't know if they become pets or what, if they're used for other things. I have no idea. Mining, fairly obvious, right? You mine stuff. You mine ore, which is used in smithing, which is here. So you smelt the ore into bars. So for example, to get bronze, you smelt 1 tin and 1 copper ore. And then you can make bronze things. So that's the furnace that you smelted. Then you go up to the anvil to make it into something, and you can make things like bronze daggers, or kind of like in Skyrim, right? So you make a bunch of items, and you get your levels up. And the more levels you get, the more cool stuff you can make. Generally speaking, like if you really want to get like a rune item, like say you want to get, oh my god, this is ridiculous. Say you wanted to go and make a rune plate body, right? You need to be level 40 defense to get a rune plate body. But you need to be level 99 smithing. Getting level 99 smithing means you've spent like dozens of hours in the game just smithing. Never mind getting the ore in the first place. So that's pretty tough. Honestly, if you want to get a rune plate body, you go and just either buy one from a shop, or you go to the Grand Exchange, the auction house of the world, and you just like pay like 40 grand, 50 grand, whatever it is. Which will take you maybe 2 hours to get that much money, and then you've got the item. And that's that. So getting your smithing up, you're kind of doing it just to get the smithing up, or for quests or whatever. However, that being said, I think there are specific things that you can only make in here, like the dragon kite shield, etc. I think you can only do that through this. And there's, like I said, there's quests needed as well. Fishing, self-explanatory, you fish, right? You go up with different equipment, either a fishing rod or fly fishing rod or nets or whatever, lobster cages, and you fish. Fishing is useful for your cooking skill because then you don't need to go and like hunt down a bunch of animals or buy a bunch of raw materials. You can just fish and then you can go and cook it and then you get both skills up. And then you've got a bunch of food left out that you can put in your bank or whatever that you can then use to heal when you're doing combat stuff. Quite useful skills to get. Fire making, it is the most useless skill along with construction. I feel like they really struggle to think of skills here. Basically, you just set fire to logs. That's the whole thing behind fire making. You can also light some lanterns, which is needed in some dungeons. They added that in later, but it's still useless, right? I mean, like that means you have to spend dozens of hours getting your fire making skill up to light a fire in a dungeon. Still feels useless. But it also gives purpose to wood cutting. Wood cutting, again, a skill that you just cut down trees. That's it. I feel like if they got like wood cutting, fire making, agility, fletching, and crafting, maybe hunter, and squeezed them all together and made a skill called survival that just covered all those things, so that you didn't have to concentrate on just cutting down trees, for example. That'd be a lot more fun and a lot less strenuous. However, back at my original account when I used to play this game when I was a kid, I was a total level of 1400 or something rather than 700, so I was doing about double as well as I am now. And my woodcutting level was level 96. I was very proud of that. And for a while, I was in the top 10 in the world for woodcutting. There you go, claim to fame. In like obscure time, 2006 or something like that, I was in the top 10 for woodcutting levels on RuneScape. Don't you forget. Yes, you've seen me. Yes, you've seen me in the flesh. Wow, you guys are lucky. A celebrity walks among you. Please don't think I'm too great. I am just a man like the rest of you, and except for the women, because I'm not a woman. So yeah, woodcutting is a pretty much useless skill, except for cutting down trees, which is useful for getting the wood, which is useful for fletching, I guess, and is useful for fire making and some crafting stuff. So woodcutting is a bit more useful in the fire making because it's a material for other things. And also, you can just sell the wood, right? That's how I used to make my money all the time. I would just go and cut down like 200 magic logs or whatever, and just sell them, and then that'd be me up like a few thousand K, and then that'd be me, and I'd be like, all right, I'm rich again. I'd do this once every month or something. Just go in, do a bunch of wood cutting, sit for like 6 hours, like work effectively, and then sell it for money. Now, back in the day, this game used to actually be a lot harder. They've made the leveling up process so much quicker. It used to be really difficult. So they've actually made it much easier. Like I think it's something like 10% of what it used to be. Then the last skill, another one that I hate, is farming. So instead of just walking into any field that you feel like in the game, and there's a bunch of them, right? There are fields. In fact, in the very starting area, Lumbridge, it's just fields everywhere. There's cows, and there's cabbage, and there's just potatoes and hay, just all over the place. You can see the fields, right? There, everywhere, right? These are all fields. You can just walk up to them and take the stuff you want. But no, they had to make farming a skill in the game. And so that just basically means that you can spend a lot of money getting the seeds, or using your thieving skill to get the seeds. Getting enough equipment together to be able to, actually farm them and put this stuff in the ground. Then you need to go check on the plot of land that you've done frequently enough that it doesn't all die from like disease or not getting watered enough. So it's also a chore suddenly. Or you can pay an NPC to look after them or something like that as well. So it either costs you in-game money or you have to go work. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You just make watermelons and strawberries, and you can grow some trees, which is vaguely useful. I mean, if you make a magic tree, you can cut that down and get a bit of money. That's not bad. Or you can just go up to the magic tree, which exists in the world. There's a bunch of them. Just do that. It's also, it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you hundreds of hours of your time. So yeah, the skills that I recommend not doing in woodcutting and fire making, you should do a little bit because they're useful for quests and stuff. Like I've only, that's about as far as I want to go, level 45 and 35. Farming, I wouldn't touch. No point. Hunting, I don't quite understand yet, to be fair, so I'm not going to comment. Construction, do not touch. Agility, level up a little bit, but not too much again, because it's useful to get your your sprint thing faster, right? That is actually useful. However, it's a dull skill to put up. However, if you really want to start playing the game, what I would recommend you first do is just go kill a bunch of stuff, do some of the basic quests around the game, get your attack combat levels up, maybe do some mining and smithing to get yourself some equipment when you have no money. That's nice and easy. Do some fishing and cooking to get some food in you as well, and maybe start doing some thieving and stuff as well. And eventually start doing some ranged and magic. What you'll eventually have is a bank looking like mine, right? So you have a bunch of crap in it. The whole purpose of being here is actually to do that. You have a whole bunch of crap in it, which is used for a variety of things. I try to order mine vaguely by use. So for example, down here I have my sort of like melee combat stuff. Here I have my ham gear. I also have my magic stuff up here. I have my sort of collectible stuff here. I have more magic stuff here. Some food items. Quest items. I have some rune crafting here. All my ore is supposed to go here, but I only have one right now. All my herb lore stuff goes down here, etc. And that means that I can, and also all my cash is up there. I have with 300,000 gold, which is not much right now. And that's everything out of the bank. So the bank, I believe is limited capacity, even more so for free members, but less so for full members. And that's where you put your stuff. So when you die in the game, you don't officially die forever or anything. It's not permadeath. But you only keep, I think, 2, maybe 3 of your items they're deemed most value by the game. But it's not by stack. So if you have a stack of 300,000 gold, it'll see that as 1 gold coin times 298,000, right? Not that you have 298,000 as one item, there are 298,000 things there. So it'll judge the gold cost there 1. And therefore, if you're carrying gold, you lose it pretty much, right? Unless you're carrying nothing else. Even then, you might keep 3, I think it is. So generally speaking, if you go out with like full rune gear, you'll probably keep like your kite shield and your chest item. And then everything else will be lost. And to be fair, not lost. It'll be dropped where you died, but other players can pick it up. So that's why fighting PvP in this game is quite fun, because if you go out and you intentionally have three items on you, or whatever it is, I can't remember the exact amount, you might want to check that first. You don't have to worry too much, because it just means that you'll be fine. If you get a kill, you might get some free stuff, and that's great. That means you get a bunch of stuff that you would otherwise have to try hard in the game for. So yeah, so that's in a nutshell what RuneScape is. Oh, and lastly, here's the bag menu, quite boring. Here's the equipment menu. I've got pick on me pretty much in a ring. Here's prayer, right? So you can activate prayers to do things like increase, like they're basically buffs that last for a small period of time. Where I think 1 point of prayer lasts like 10 seconds or something like that. Magic, and here's the quests. So all the ones at the top are free, up to where it says members, obviously. I think there's something like 25 there or something. So there are 3 free quests I have not done yet: the Corsair Curse, Dragon Slayer, and the Shield of Arav. I think for the Shield of Arav, you need to have a friend who plays. You can actually do it alone. Then the members quests are all here. There's like 100 there or something, and there's also some mini quests at the end. Which are not, you won't notice, they just sort of happen. But quests have, like, so let's click on this one, for example, the Grand Tree. It says here, like, I must have level 25 agility, which I have, and then it says high enough combat to beat a level 172 demon. I don't think I could do that right now, but it's good to know, because I mean, but the quests in this game are really, unless you look it up online, quite hard to figure out. They're pretty difficult. Like, it'll say things, just, to need this quest, you need these things, and to be able to do that, and some mining skills be useful, etc. It won't tell you what items you need to bring with you if there's going to be a lot of combat. It won't tell you what you need to do. So you might talk to a guy who says, help, I can't find my girlfriend. And then that's it. And you're like, oh, okay. So you have to search the whole freaking world of RuneScape to find the girl or whatever. Or you can look up online, right? Or you can ask for help, as people used to do in the game. But yeah, that's the whole game. All right. So this has been your quick run through of RuneScape. So lastly, what I want to say is what I've been doing in the game while I play this on the toilet is because it's the kind of game that I wouldn't mind going back to one day. It's fun. I'm just not taking it seriously right now. All I'm doing just now is I run to the toilet, I sit down, I do my business, I take out my phone, log into RuneScape, and I run back and forth between this bank and that magic shop by that fire symbol on the minimap, and I mine Runescence. It's very easy. I run there, teleport to this place, I click on something, and then I wait for 15 seconds. I mine my inventory full of this item, run back to the bank and deposit it. It's mind-numbing and boring, which is why I do it on the toilet, because this way I'm not distracted from work too much, and I won't want to sit in the toilet forever. And that's the show, people. Aren't you glad you tuned in? You've been listening to Show X of VTWRussians.com, and we will see you next week. Thank you all very much for listening. You can follow us on twitter.com/VTWShowX, twitter.com/DocDead, and twitter.com/GoHex. Check us out on Facebook.com, search for ShowX there, easy peasy. Send us an emails to showx@VTWRussians.com, and install League of Legends so that we can play in the future, all right? Just install it. Install League of Legends, easy peasy. Love you guys. See you next week. Bye-bye.